to do another video. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank my old subscribers and new subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing. I want to thank you for liking my videos. I want to thank you for leaving comments. Um, you might want to get your tea, get your coffee, get your snacks, whatever you may be, needing at this time. Because this is going to be a long one. It's going to be a good one. I'm going to drop some knowledge on you. I'm going to drop some wisdom, more or less wisdom. I'm going to drop on you on this one. I want to say, wherever you are in the world, if it's night, hopefully you're having a great night. If it's evening, hopefully you're having a great evening. If it's afternoon, morning, good morning, and good afternoon. I know I said that kind of backwards, but we're not perfect, and I'm not perfect, so it is what it is. I'm going to be bringing my singing bowl. I don't know if you can see it sitting here on my table. I will be burning Palo Santo to clear the airway and things of that nature. And we're going to get started here. If you are abroad from the United States, I hope that I'm reaching you. If I am, please let me know where you are. In the world, let me know where you are. Let me know if I'm reaching my hand out to you. I'm trying to reach out as far as I can. So I want to thank you all for just watching, tuning in, listening to my channel, absorbing some knowledge. I appreciate all of you. Without you, I would not be here. Without the Holy Spirit, this channel would not be here. So I want to thank you all for tuning in, watching my channel, and commenting, all these good things, So I'm going to ring this singing bowl. If you have any earbuds, earpods, if you're on a PC, whatever you may be on, I ask that you please, turn it down. That may not be hurting your ears. So just checking making sure that my volume is up as loud as I can get it, so no one can say I can't hear you. So that's the whole drill here. Trying to see if I can get it as it should be. All right, here we go with this singing bowl. All right. Now, I was watching a young man, and he was talking about the chakra system, and he was talking about crystals and how all of these things are not good for us and things of that nature. Now, I'm going to say, don't run around believing everything everyone says if something is not good for you. The being that you need to listen to is the Holy Spirit when it comes to what's good for you and what's not good for you. Now, I've already reached out to the Holy Spirit of what I can use and what's good for me and what's not good for me. What I'm going to say is that, and this is no disrespect to anyone out there that saying that these things are not good, or I'm just saying, don't just run around listening to what other people are saying about crystals, because the thing that people fail to realize is that we are the same as the earth. And that goes for any planet throughout all of these galaxies. We are the same as all of these planets that are within all of the galaxies. We are the same. And the reason why I say that is because I don't really remember the percentage of the water of the planet, but that same percentage of the water on the planet is the same percentage that is within you. And this water is crystalline water. So when people run around talking about crystals and how crystals are not good for you, this is far from the truth. Very far from the truth. It speaks about not worshiping any stone, any carving, any painting, anything. Not even means the cross. Not even means Jesus hanging up on the cross. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but what I'm saying is this is an image. When you look at a cross, you think of an image, and the image is Jesus. Point blank, period. It is an image. We're told not to worship an image, but in Revelations it said, "Let's give them an image." But then it says, "Don't worship an image." Now this is in Revelations. This is in the New Testament. Now, me personally, crystals doesn't bother me. But what I am going to tell you is that Atlantis was destroyed by crystals because too much power. You give someone an inch and they'll take a mile. And this is what they did. They took the technology and took it a mile instead of taking it that inch and being satisfied with it. What people don't realize is that every component that you used, even the first computer, was used with crystals, because crystals hold data. Crystals hold technology. And this is what people don't realize what they're saying when they talk about crystals. Crystals hold data. Crystals hold history. So, believe it or not, they're saying crystals, we shouldn't use them and they're evil. Granted, that may be so. If you think about the four angels that's in the Euphrates River, under the Euphrates River, you think about that, maybe. But what I want you to understand is that it's not crystals are evil. It's what man makes it to be. And the reason why I say that, the atomic bomb was created long before we came around. The Anunnakis was using the atomic bomb before we even existed. That's why Mars looked the way it looks. That's why these beings, every galaxy they go to, they tear up every single thing. Because why? Because they are literally the Atlanteans, warring with the Lyrans. Atlanteans, no, the Lyrans fighting with the Anunnaki, fighting with um, the reptilians, draconians. This is warring going on between these two or three races. And I'm quite sure there's a lot more that's involved with it, but everything you use, I'm talking about everything. It says do not worship. Do not worship any stone, any crystals. But guess what? In your cell phone, you got crystals in your cell phone. In your TV, the first TV that was created, crystals. First computer created crystals. Every component, those little bitty boxes that's in there, those little long little tubes, silver tubes, little small plastic little boxes with aluminum. There's crystal in there. The beach you walk on, that's crystal. Every planet in the entire galaxy is made of crystal. It depends on what man does with it. It's what makes it supposedly evil. You're made of crystal, whether you believe it or not. Your pineal gland, your mind's eye has crystal in it. Look in Revelations. If you look in the beginning of Revelations, I think somewhere in between 5 and 4, in between, no, 3 and 4, well, let's say 3, 4, or 5 chapter. In one of those chapters, it says, I will give thee a white stone, and in this stone will be a name that only he would know, that is being given to. That's a crystal. Your body is made of crystal. Carbon crystal. It hasn't turned to gel yet. So that's why they call it angelic, because they're water-based being. But you're solid matter. But there's a lot of beings that are crystalline beings, but it's more or less like liquid. They have form, but it's liquid. So all this talk about crystal, and you using it every single day. When someone's phone goes out, they crying and boo-hooing and all this other kind of stuff. I'm guilty of it. I'm not perfect, because it's a tool. It's used as a tool. It's not used as being worshipped. But look at the children, iPads and cell phones and all these other kinds of stuff. We talking about little small young children that shouldn't even have these things. They shouldn't have these things until they out of school, because this is how they get trapped in. This is how the world uses evil, because the first TV, crystal, but guess what? It's used for evil, because it's to keep you planted right in front of the TV. This is to send these magnetic waves of energy to keep you docile, to keep you, dumbed down. This is to keep you in line. So, yes, crystal can be used in a bad way, and is being used every day. But this crystal I'm using right now, this phone, this board, this light, this microphone, I'm using it for a purpose. I'm using it as a tool. I'm not worshiping it, but I'm using it as a tool. But I'm using it to broadcast a message, an upright message of knowledge, wisdom, but mostly wisdom. So when you want to run around here talking about crystals are bad, and you're carrying a cell phone in your pocket, you're carrying a go-to, no, what is it called? GoPro, you know, guess what? You got crystal in your hand, and you just don't even know it. The whole world uses crystal in every appliance, in every flat screen TV. Now they're using stem cells for the screen, the powder stuff. That's your when people go sell it plasma. You know what I'm saying? They're using the stem cells of plasma because plasma is crystal. But people don't know that. But these people on here talking about how bad crystal is. Yeah, it's bad because of people are using it for evil. When you use it to make nuclear warheads and all this other kind of stuff. Because it takes technology, because every little piece of technology has crystal in it. So it's being used for evil. Yes, to keep you planted in front of the TV. It's being used for evil. Yes, to keep a pad to your face to keep you docile. When somebody don't know what to do with it, when somebody don't know what to do when they lost their phone and they can't live without it, guess what? You're worshiping it. You see what I'm saying? So when you run around here talking about crystals are bad, but you're holding crystal every single day. Every day you pick up that cell phone. Every day you pick up some walkie-talkie or you pick up some little microphone on your chest that or some camera. You're using crystal because it holds the information, it holds data. Some of you people don't know, you don't realize that. The ocean, crystal. Water streams, crystal. Water you drink, crystal. Water is in your body, it's crystal. Water in your pineal gland is crystal. These headphones, crystal. Everything has crystal in it, except for metal, some type of brass or some type of steel. They don't have crystal in it. These are things how they were made. So next time you run around hollering about what's bad and what's good, crystals do this and do that, think about what you are, your body. Your body is the strongest crystal on this planet. That's why you're told to go out and ground. Get out in nature. Get out in the sun. And I'm going to get to that in a minute about the sun. Every time it rains, what do you think is falling? Crystal. It's water. When a rainbow shines and it goes across, what do you think you're looking at? Crystal. You want to holler about the chakra system and how it's bad. But guess what? When you have a crystal and you shine light through it, or when you see light shining past a crystal and you see rainbow crystals, you see rainbows. Your body is made of rainbows. It's crystal. It is crystal. And what does it say in the Bible? It says it's a promise. When you see a rainbow go across the sky, it says that the Holy Spirit won't flood the earth at the end. It won't do it again. It was a promise. Your body is a crystal. Your body is a rainbow. It's a promise. Any strong amount of heat, if you put a crystal in it, it's going to melt. This is why it was said that I will use fire in the end. It will be destroyed by fire at this point because it can be melted down. So when you run around here hollering about the chakra system, no, because that is layers of the rainbow going up your body, past your feet down into the earth. When the rainbow shines, it's crystal. Your body made of water, it's crystal. Your pineal gland water is in there with crystal. Some people have the wrong perception and what they're talking about, and not using wisdom. Whether you're using logic, you're using science, but not using wisdom, not using what the Holy Spirit gave them, which is wisdom. So these things are written in this book. Promise that was made. So I just kind of like looked at this young man and it's like, man, I gotta say something, because this is the wrong type of perception. Because everything you pick up, any electronics you pick up, has crystal in it. Any electronic you pick up, because that's how it's ran. I mean, that's how it functions, because it holds data. You pick up a Lemurian quartz, you see all the lines in it. That's data. That's history. That's recordings. It's recording. That's recording. Let me see. Now, I don't know if I can show it in this one. But I don't think anyone can see it. But see if I can show you these lines and this crystal. And this is a Lemurian quartz. That's a Lemurian quartz. See those lines in there? That's data. That's records. You can really see it in this small piece. There's data in the crystal. That's data. It records history. So this is why this stuff is being used. This is why it's being used. Um, this is why it's being used because it holds data. Because that's what crystal do. Crystal holds data. This is why it's being used, and it's been used since Lemuria, since Atlantis, all of these places. So when you run around talking about, oh, well, nobody should have crystal, and crystal is this, and evil is this, and that. No. Find out from the Holy Spirit if it's evil for you, if it's bad for you, if it's good for you, if it's going to help you or not. That's what you do. Because as far as I'm concerned, and I don't really use these crystals. I mean, they're just laying around. I don't really care 2 cents about them, but I mean, it's just, I mean, it's information. I mean, but do I depend on it? No, I don't depend on it. But do I depend on my phone to work when I'm doing something like this? Of course. It's a tool, and I use it as such. I don't use it. I don't use it to worship, but I use it as such because it's a tool. That is what it's meant for, as a tool. But a lot of people use these tools for destruction, like the government using it for warheads and making you docile and you know basically trying to destroy your pineal gland and all this other kind of stuff with fluoride in the water and stuff like that. Ways to distract you and destroy you, to keep you docile, keep you dumbed down. Once you get out of all of that stuff and get out of believing what other people are saying and use your inner wisdom and your inner knowing and listening to the Holy Spirit, you know, I'm told what I can wear. I'm told what crystals I can wear, and that's what I wear. And I'm told what I can use when it comes to healing, and I'm told what I can't use when it comes to healing. So it's really up to the Holy Spirit of what it says that you can use. But am I worshiping this stuff? No. I don't worship it. I don't care about it because I can't take it with me where I'm going. I can't take it with me. But what I can do is take the crystal that's within me. I could take that because it's energy. It's always moving. It doesn't stop. This is why, you have angelic beings, because they're not dense like we are. They're at a more higher vibrational frequency, and they're more or less like water in a balloon. But that water is not heavy. It's not dense. So, for this young man that was talking about crystals, I hope you understand what I'm saying now. I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain to you about listening to what other people are saying about crystals, because we use it daily. This whole world is running on crystals, whether you know it or not. The whole world. When you walk outside, put your feet on that ground, guess what? You're getting charged up. You're going out in nature, you're touching trees, you're sitting on trees, guess what? You're getting charged up. And guess what you're getting charged up with? Crystal. because your body is crystalline water. You are part of everything around you. You are one with everything. The heavenly realm, everything. So don't believe that crystal is bad, because if it's good for the Holy Spirit, it's good for you. The Holy Spirit, the new kingdom, is full of crystal. Crystalline water that'll feed your thirst, and you won't thirst no more. Crystal streams that you can drink from, and you will not thirst anymore. So don't run around believing everything you hear what other people saying. Don't do that. Being that you need to listen to and hear and ask and keep asking until you get that answer. Don't stop asking for that answer. Keep asking for that answer. Keep asking, keep asking, keep asking until you get the answer. Because nobody can tell you anything but you. Nobody can tell you anything but the Holy Spirit. Everyone can tell, everyone can say something. It's up to you whether you're going to take the information or you're not. But just don't run around listening to what everyone else is saying. Ask the Holy Spirit first. And if you haven't heard from the Holy Spirit, keep asking and tell the Holy Spirit does speak to you and tell you. And about the chakra system. The chakra system is that promise. Your body is made of crystal. When it stops raining and a storm had just passed, and you see this rainbow going across, and there's still clouds out, guess what? There's crystals in the sky. Because that's what's reflecting the sunlight. The sunlight is what makes you see the rainbow. Because it's crystalline water that is still in the sky. So, I hope that this information helps someone out there to understand about crystals and about the chakra system and about the promise and about the kingdom, how the new kingdom will have crystals and will have water that you can drink from and never thirst again. Streams of water. So, I'm going to leave this here. I think I've talked enough. I think I gave enough wisdom for today on this topic about crystals and the chakra system and why that there is different colors in your chakra system because of what you are made of. You're just like the earth, no different, same amount of water as the earth has. So, for those that have it, for those that are tuning in, I ask that you like and subscribe. I ask that you leave a comment. If you got something out of this today, leave a comment. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. If you don't agree with my wisdom, that's fine. If you don't like how I said or how I put it, that's fine too. But I'm trying to give wisdom so people can understand and really understand what they're trying to say or what they're saying that is not right, or what they have not, I don't want to say research, but maybe so. But I believe wisdom outweighs knowledge by a lot. Your gut feeling, your your gut feeling outweighs it as well. The baby's back. I can hear you. Where are you? I can't see you, but I know you're there. Little cardinal hangs out outside my window in this tree. Comes every morning chirping. But I'm gonna leave this here. If you like it, good. If you love it, good. If you hate it, sorry but not sorry. So, thank you for listening. And Sister Karen Race and Lyron Race, Line of Judah, out.